Hello. Welcome to Yay Beer 2015. It's been a couple of years at least since I've done a beer review. And this is for a couple of very special people in my life who I just recently found out were pretty big fans of my previous work. So thought I'd do, a couple of beer reviews for them and whoever cares to watch. So this one is for you, Jesse and Mary. Just picked a random beer out of the fridge, out of 4 different beers. This is a Sweetwater Brewing Company Extra Pale Ale 420. Don't know why it's called that. Oh, well, there's a story. What do you know? Extra Pale Ale 420. A tasty West Coast style pale, accentuated by a stimulating hop character, first conceived in our bat cave on 420. Well, that explains that. This kind of beer keeps the wheels on the bus going round and round. Drink them if you got them. Well, I don't know if you should be drinking them while you're riding on a bus, but whatever. Let's go ahead and open this piggy. It's got some good smoke coming out the old lippy there. It's got a nice cap too. Pretty detailed with the trout logo. Camera's not really picking up on it, but it says, "Don't float the mainstream." I actually have a pint glass, that has their logo for their 420 beer on it. And I've had it a few times in the past, but packed all that stuff away, so I don't have that on me right now. So we're just going to go ahead and pour this sucker out. This is an extra pale ale, an American style pale ale. Sweetwater hails out of Georgia, but they claim this to be a West Coast style, so it should have plenty of piney hops and all that good stuff in it. Pours with a slightly darker than maybe your average BMC commercial brew color. Very weedy gold color. Heavily carbonated, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Has a good finger and a half head on it. Seems to be dissipating. It was a little thicker than that, but it's pretty frothy in the middle actually, so that's not bad. Beer Advocate gives it an 82, which is a good, and says 5.4 ABV. So let's smell it. Yeah, it's got that sort of Sierra Nevada Stone sort of West Coast vibe to it. I'm going to expect it to have a flavor reminiscent of a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, or no, I'm not really expecting something like a Stone Pale Ale because their ales are really bitter to begin with. So I doubt it's going to match that sort of intensity, but and it's been a while since I've had one of these, so I really don't remember. It smells a little sweeter than I would think a Sierra Nevada would, but overall I think it's going to have a very similar flavor. Yeah, if someone handed me this and said, "Here, have this Sierra Nevada Pale Ale," I probably wouldn't question them on it. It seems like that might have actually been sort of the inspiration for this beer, or some similar beer like that. It's just a good full body pale ale. Sort of middle of the road, it's nothing's popping out at me. It does have that West Coast sort of resiny, piney hops thing going on, but also I'm getting lemon peel. A lot of lemon peel notes. right on the finish, and it kind of rolls over up into the nasal cavities. Real good stuff. Overall, I'd say a pretty good beer. I mean, definitely an enjoyable beer. One that I can just sit back and sip on and not have to think, too much about it. It's not so heavy or so in your face bitter that it's gonna cause you not to want to drink more than one. This would be an easily sessionable beer. I could see sitting back with 4 to 6 of these and just enjoying the evening. Not that I really drink that much, but for those who do, 4 in an evening for me is a pretty heavy session. I don't drink a lot of beer, to be honest, but when I do, I like it to be good beer. It is really bad cinematography there. When I do, I like to drink good beer, and I think that if you see a Sweetwater Pale Ale out there, it's definitely worth your money. Also, if you're, like Mary, I know you're not a huge hophead, you're not really into bitter beers. I think this would possibly be on your level if you wanted to try a pale ale. It's not extremely bitter. It has a bit of a crisp, bitter beginning, but the bitterness really drops off, and it goes into more of a lemon peel sort of citrusy thing on the end there, with just a slight hoppiness kind of down the back of your tongue. So it's a good beer. I like it, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this one. So have a good night, and yay beer. Where's the off button? Aha, there it is. Yay beer.